Good morning. I'm making a few changes in my YouTube channel journey. I've decided to just change how I do things and to do them in a much more relaxed manner. So what I mean by that is I found lately that the hustle culture does not apply to me. I don't even want to hear about it because I've been in it and it almost killed me. I'm not a high energy person. I've never been a high energy person. And hustling is not something that I'm good at. So the whole idea of push, 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 you've got to post to everything 10 times a day or more, just totally doesn't work for me. I kind of quit Instagram a long time ago because it was just too tedious. And they say, oh, if you're an artist, you've got to be on there. I'm like, no, maybe not. And also, oh, by the way, I do have paintings and canvases in my bathtub because I live in a small house and that's the only space where I can store them. So if I want to have a bath, I have to move them out. The whole idea of hustling all the time is just exhausting. What I really want to do is create more art because I'm an artist and I've been one forever. A lot of people struggle with what their style is. If they're starting out in painting or creating whatever, I would say just create whatever. Just take everything on if you want to. Try something different every day. Have fun. Sooner or later, you'll be drawn to the thing that you enjoy most, and that's the key. Just keep things like that in mind and see how they resonate with you. Pay attention to what colors you like. Pay attention to what kind of scenes you like. Pay attention to how things make you feel. And that's kind of a key one because I had a career in sales as well. And one thing I learned was that it doesn't matter what people are buying, they're buying a feeling. So you might be buying a new washing machine, but you're still buying a feeling as well as a unit to wash your clothes. Because the feeling could be convenience, it could be prestige, it could be peace of mind, who knows? But if you can identify the feeling that you get from a piece of art, then that tells you a lot about the art and the artist and about you. Well, I got my hair done, such as it is. I had a haircut a few weeks back that was like the worst haircut I've ever had, and I've been trying to do something with it ever since. This will have to do. I wanted to cover a couple of different things about making life easier and slowing down and having more calm and having more time to create if that's what you want. So one of the first things you can do is pay attention to things and find beauty in small moments. Now, what I mean about that is there's a kind of holiness in simple tasks, such as folding the laundry or cooking a meal or planting flowers. When you pay attention to it and enjoy that process, it calms your system down. And I'm working hard to do these kind of things because I've had an adrenal issue for several years that makes me like on fight or flight a lot of the time, and I'm trying to calm my whole system down. So that's why I'm thinking about these things now. There's kind of a quiet joy in things like making tea and sitting for a while and reading a book and drinking tea. If you look for those moments, it will not only slow your life down, but it will calm your system down. And that's really important for good health, obviously, but also for just having a creative life and enjoying it. Another thing that is really helpful is just to do less. And that could mean doing less housework, being involved in fewer outside activities, just doing fewer things or doing them more simply. So one thing I'm doing right now is I'm starting to clear out things that I haven't looked at for a long time. One of those is bookshelves. I love books and I collect them and I seem to attract them because I can't help it. And just realizing that when the books that are like this are now covered up by the ones at the front of the shelves that are like this. It's time to do something about it. So I'm not saying do a wholesale decluttering because that can be totally terribly stressful. What I'm saying is just take little things and make your life a little bit simpler, which is what I'm doing. It's cleaning those things out so that I don't have to deal with them later, because you have to deal with them by dusting them, for one thing, and thinking about them later. So I find just simplifying my household routines, like simple meals, simple cleaning, less clutter means simpler cleaning, and just kind of sometimes you need to let your standards down and just go, I'm just okay with that. I've just recently read the book The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, and I think it applies the idea, it also applies to other things. You can just let it happen, let it sit there, let it do its thing. Another good idea is letting go of shoulds. I should do that. I should be doing more. I should be working harder. I should be accomplishing more. This is one I've really struggled with because I grew up in a family of accomplishment. It's like we can just do it. Let's get out there and do it. But then I've had to come to the well, not the realization so much as remind myself that half of my family inherited my mom's energy, which was lots, and the other half inherited my dad's energy. And he was a quiet man, and he went through life at a slower pace. In fact, one time he told me, he said, Wendy, I think I've come to realize that I'm a slow thinker. And that didn't mean he wasn't intelligent, because that's not true. He was a very intelligent person, but he liked to ponder things and think through things slowly. And I said, Dad, you know what? I am too. To have a list of shoulds and have a sense that I always have to be doing more, and if not, then I'm not making it, or I'm not succeeding, or whatever. Those are the kind of questions you need to question. It's like, is this true? Or is it true for me? Is it meaningful to me? Is this what I really want in my life? So when I stop and go, well, wait a minute, I don't want that kind of hustle life. I don't need, in fact, I need less stimulation because of how my nervous system is. I don't need to be involved in more stuff to have a happy life. I need to be involved in less. To value that in myself, to honor that in myself is really important. So there's another one. Just really examine, should I, shouldn't I? Yeah. And why? And why should you? If you're feeling like you should, keep asking why. Why should you do that? Why should I hustle? Okay, if I do, why? What will that do for me? I think there's also a certain amount of strength that comes from stillness and quietness, especially if you're an introverted person or a creative person, and lots of creative people are introverted, and also tend to be highly sensitive. You need stillness, you need quiet, you need, I'm not speaking for you, I'm speaking for myself here. I need quiet, I need stillness, I need no interruptions. I need to know I have blocks of time where nobody's going to come and interrupt my thought processes. I find that very frustrating. And fortunately, I get a few days at home alone because my husband works part-time now. He's semi-retired. But when he's home, I find I'm much more agitated because he just interrupts me a lot. And that's, I mean, it's not terrible or anything. It's just that I need to have uninterrupted time. And sometimes I just have to come in here, and this is my painting studio, as you can tell. I have to come in here and close the door, and just to keep from being interrupted in my thinking. And that actually calms my system down too. Anyway, this has been kind of a stream of consciousness, just some ideas that I'm thinking over. And going forward with my channel, I probably won't be showing up quite as much because I want to do more painting. I'm doing more shows and things like that. And I'm also doing a bit more traveling, which is has been my goal for a long time. I've been to a few different places already this year. Please subscribe if you'd like to, and hit the little bell for the notifications. And I'll see you next time.